Hi guys, welcome back to Wujida the channel. Today's topic is the mindset of a successful man. Have you ever noticed how many men talked about success, yet in their relationships they shrink back, in their careers they hesitate, and they never carry real weight. And then there are men who, without saying much, combine respect. Their partners trust them, their friends rely on them, and even fate seems to bend in their favor. What celebrates them is not education, not background, not luck. It is mindset. Today, I want to share with you the mindset that turns a man into true success. Not a shallow logic of numbers and calculations, not the timid rationality that hides behind restraint, but the kind of force that makes a man magnetic. The fire to love deeply, the strength to take responsibility, and the credibility to make his word count. Because in the end, a man's success, it is not about what he has, it is about what he is. When true love is revealed, a man's life is not measured at a middle ground. It is tested at extremes. A woman's truest love for you will always appear at 2 points. When you are at your lowest, stripped of status and wealth, reduced to dust. If she stays, it is because she loves you so, not your possessions. When you are at your peak, standing like a cone, if she follows you, then it is because she's in awe, not because she's forced. But in between, in that flat, ordinary middle ground, true love rarely grows. That is why so many men live blind lives, never experiencing loyalty, never earning devotion. They never dare to rise high, and they never endured falling low. So remember this, as a man, you must either climb mountains or endure valleys. Only then will destiny show you who truly stands by you. Masculinity is not in restraint, but in hate. Modern men are often told to be rational, restrained, balanced. Yes, those have their place. But taken too far, they strengthen you of fatality. Restraint may win you approval, but it will never win you respect. What women long for, what life rewards, it's not endless calculation, but heat. The fire that says, "Today I want you, and I will not let anyone take you from me. The world may doubt me, but I will fight for what I believe in, even though it costs me everything." This is not immaturity. This is passion made visible. Rationality without hate make a man look polished but hollow. Passion without reason makes a man reckless. But when you combine reason with heat, you become unstoppable. A successful man is not the one who always plays safe. He's the one who dares to burn when the moment demands it. Responsibility. I'm here, I'll carry it, I'll deliver. At the heart of a man's value are 3 words: responsibility, protection, and credibility. Responsibility means no matter how heavy the burden, you stand and carry it. Protection means no matter how strong the storm, you shelter the ones who trust you. Credibility means when you speak, your words is Aaron. A woman does not entrust her life to you because of your car, your salary, our house. She entrusts it to you because she senses that when everything else collapses, you will not. The world does not revolve you with applause, but destiny itself bends toward the man who lives with responsibility. Because such a man becomes magnetic, not only to people, but to opportunities, to wealth, to fate itself. The tragedy of mediocrity. Too many men wasted their lives in timidity. They calculate every cost, compare every number, and measures every relationships as if it was a lever. They call this being rational. But what they didn't see is that their so-called rationality is cowardice. This is why they never rise. It is why they never inspire. This is why their partners look at them with disappointment, while other men, more daring, more reckless, steal the spotlight. Look at any story women adore, in books or film. The men they fall for are rarely the cautious accountants of life. They fall for heroes, or for all caste, for those who dear greatly, even if they fail. I will want to be respected, admired, loved. Stop hiding in mediocrity. Masculinity is not given by power, it creates power. Many men think, once I have money, status, resources, then I will be confident, then I will act boldly. But that thinking is reversed. It is not power that gave rise to masculinity. It is masculinity that creates power. Even the poorest man, even the most ordinary worker, can still look his partner in the eye and say, "Follow me. I will never let you starve. I will fight for you even if it costs me everything." That is not about wealth. It is about essence. A man who dares to stand, dares to protect, dares to act, he attracts power, he creates opportunity, he bends fate. And that man who waits, who hides, who calculates endlessly, no matter how much he acquires, he will never be respected. The hidden failure in Disney. In Disney's language, there are signs of irresponsible men. Those whose charts are heavy with wealth but without discipline. Those overflowing with desire but lacking self-control. Those who treat relationships as games, never anchoring themselves in loyalty. A man may be born with strength, but without responsibility, that strength decays into recklessness. A man may be born with charm, but without integrity, that charm decays into betrayal. Your chart may show tendency, but what defines you is not your fate, it is your choice. The essence of being a man. Before you're a husband, before you're an employee, before you're anything else, you must learn how to be a man. Being a man is not about suits, cars, or salaries. It's about when others falter, you remain steady. When storms rage, you protect. When promises are made, you deliver. Yes, you can wear the suit, play the role, negotiate the deal. But beneath that, people must still feel the raw heart of your essence, the unmistakable scent of a man who has sweat, foot, blood, and yet still stand. That is the fragrance of true masculinity, not polished perfection, but unshakable presence. So here lies clearly, a man's success is not measured by the size of his bank account, nor the titles on his resume. It is measured by one thing. When life collapses, when love is tested, when fate strikes, can you stand tall, look at the world in the eye, and declare, "I'm here, I will carry it, I will make it count." That is the essence of a man. That is the mindset of true success.